Okay, yes, I'm back. Okay, so we're back again. So hello, welcome to the stream. So again, I'm going to be doing some art in the most general term of that. So I got requests last time, so that's kind of cool. So we're gonna keep going. Right now I'm not taking any requests. Well, I may. It depends. If it's interesting, it's something I want to do. Something I want to do. And yeah, if it's not inappropriate or anything, I can do that. So, but I can, just like with commissions, I don't have to tell you why I don't want to draw something. But thank you everyone who did stop by last time. And so here we are again. So, and I apologize, I am quite tongue-tied today. Excuse me, quite tongue-tied today. So, I'm just going to do a quick sketch of this, just to do some practice. And then we'll try to do a quick painting of it. Quick, and because I have some digital, I have some commissions I have to do. So I thought might just make some sense to just do them on the stream. Of course not fully, but her next here doing all that kind of stuff, but we can't really see any of it. Here is hair, just doing that essentially. And then here, right? Right, essentially like that. So again, this channel, and I think if you happen to stop by or did see my last request, you can see like how the difference I'm talking about like in my last video. I mean, like I'm not a professional artist by any means fully. I mean, I do some commissions here and there, but I mean, we're all improving all the time, but I am really working on trying to improve. So, and this is a part of that. So there you have it. Okay. So already I can tell you that was incorrect. A bit more black. There we go. So I'm using my pencil tool here, and we're not gonna like go crazy about trying to get it exact because we're just trying to that's not really our goal here. And grab the contours, but the face is really going to be the situation here because it's when people have like these slight expressions for me that we definitely suffer. So I'm gonna try to work on that a little bit. And yeah. Okay, so this part is important. So if you do have a request at some point, I will definitely be sure to check it out if it's and try to do it if it's something I'm cool with. But preferably if you can give me like a a real photo reference or like point me in the direction toward one, and then I can that would be preferable and just a tad easier for me. But I'm up for challenges, but just commission rules, you know. I can deny anything I don't want to do. I can tell you why. Here's Flatty. So what you're gonna want to do is, again, don't know what I'm talking about, but I've heard it's good practice to if you're not sure what you're doing. What am I saying? When you're learning, it's good practice to sorry, eyes are in here. It's good practice to pretend you're teaching. So I'm gonna do that. I usually just for some reason I usually start out all the way out here, and then I try to adjust after. So I know I can already tell you that's clearly not right. Face is also not long enough. There we go. Still feels like it's not drawing a little bit. It's not as clean as I'd like it to be. Let me push this up a little bit as well, looks like. Try to get on her level. Okay. So now we're gonna go in with kind of a more specific brush and just try to do some. Her eyelid is interesting, look at that. Right, it's underneath, so that's kind of a really good thing to note about eyes, is they're a lot like lips actually. And I learned that from never really noticed that before. That is gigantic. So we're just gonna try and see if we can kind of get this starting to look how it should. So I think this could be in the right spot. I can do the flippity flips. This is actually a first time. That actually looks awkward. Her photo looks awkward from the other side, actually. Usually I don't see that, but it. So that's actually interesting to know. I did see somebody say one time, I was on some video and they were like, oh, it's not really. I just, most people suggest you flip it from what I come across. But somebody was arguing that, like, well, like a painting or something more traditional, you're not really going to be flipping it over because you're not really meant to look at it from that angle. So, like, why would you do that? Maybe in digital it makes sense, but, like, I think what they're saying is, like, you're not really supposed to be meant to necessarily flip it or something, but I don't know. Personally have no idea. So I probably like a lot of things in life, you can argue it however you need to, I guess. And people will do so. So my fear is I'm gonna end up So I like to be able to do something exact and then be like, okay, now after I'll try to style it because I think it's good practice. Not that I've done that much, but or often or anything, but to me it seems to make sense from my own practice. So this feels very off today. That's okay. We'll try to see. What we really need to do is get the other eye in and then see if it looks wonky when we back out again. So like I'm kind of, these aren't straight. I think they're supposed to be a little bit more straight. I think her face is turned, but I think I have it a bit too curved. So I think this line is actually more like this. It's just that she's looking, her eyes are looking. So I think I'm trying to overcompensating for what I think is the tip. Her tipping, where she might not actually be tipping nearly as much, I think. But again, we can see might not be sure. So I just want to see if this seems to be right, if the eyes are too close, etc., etc. So of course, on the wrong layer. So of course this is not right. I feel like her eyes are too close, but I don't think they are. I just think that I do not think they're too close. I think that her lipstick is really pretty. They always tell them to keep their mouths open for some reason when they're models. Like you keep your lips lightly ajar. Once I noticed that, I thought it was just so funny. I guess maybe interesting is a better word. No, I think it's funny. And this is gonna be a little bit like that. Okay, so here now we have some interesting things happening. We have like that. And then we have this one actually gonna come here and go in. So this is a great like curl. This would be a great curl study, hair study. So I'll mark it as that. So sometimes you feel like stick with this because it feels like, oh my gosh, this is not close. It's not what I'm seeing, and whatever, etc. But it's really like honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm decently negative person working on it by the grace of God. But like, I well, I mean, sometimes I feel like I have a point, but there are a lot of bad things, but I don't remember what I was saying, so never mind. Clearly wasn't that important. Okay. I'm just trying to decide if I should like switch gears here a little bit. I think I might switch gears a little bit here because I do want to work on this other thing I have that I'm working on. So, yeah, I think I'll do that, and then okay. So I have this. Commission I'm working on. So this is it. Some of my favorite people. See, I so I'm gonna start painting this. So, let me just go to Pinterest, find something. You know what? Let me actually not go to Pinterest. I went to Pinterest. I somehow still went to Pinterest. That's pretty surreal. Oh. Yeah, something wrong. It must be. It's crazy. Okay, I'm sorry I escaped for a minute. Okay. So here I am again, and yeah, so we're going to do this. So let's see. I think I have them mostly on the same one. I'm gonna just do it like this. So I'm gonna put my color in this part and we'll do her face as well. So everything that isn't him, essentially. Cherry, cherry, cherry bomb bomb. Okay, run the car alarm. That's interesting. Okay, so now we'll take our selection pen. If I did line art, this would be better by before doing this time around, I think. Because I just think it's more fun, I guess. So actually, I'm going to. So thank you, YouTube. I'm gonna switch over to Twitch. Actually, I think that would be more interesting to do this song over there. So thank you so much, and I'll be back for another stream tomorrow.